Okay, married couples, how many times have you had an argument or disagreement with your spouse? And in your mind, you're thinking the entire time, how can I prove that my spouse is right? Pretty much never, right? Usually, when we're having a disagreement with our spouse, we are doing everything in our power to get our point across. We want them to understand our perspective, and we want them to note our point of view. Well, a lot of times, the only thing this does is create circles and circles and circles of not coming to a resolve. At the beginning of last year, I was living in Los Angeles with my husband and our son, and he and I were having a conversation about why we should move back to our home in Houston. He was presenting his argument, and I was presenting mine, and they were totally clashing. Once I saw that the conversation was elevating and not going to a good place, I said, you know what? We need to agree to disagree on this one. I dropped it and I walked away. Later that night in my bed, I had a moment of total surrender. I said, God, I don't want to be in the way of what you have for us here. So if it's your will for us to be here a little longer, then I will be okay with that. My only request is that you 100% lead my husband on this journey. After that, I didn't bring up the subject again. No, seriously, I didn't. A few weeks later, I woke up to a thread of text messages from my husband, all of them links to houses in our beloved Houston. I didn't know it, but in his own prayer time, he was also seeking God about the direction to lead our family in. We were going home and I was so overjoyed, but I was mostly happy with my posture, not only towards my husband, but to God as well. A lot of times we're more dependent on ourselves to fix a problem instead of surrendering it to God. From the smallest concern to the largest that you might have, God is always in control. Sometimes I think about what would have happened had I kept pressing against my husband instead of surrendering it to God. What would have happened had I been so angry and wasn't slow to speak? I might not have been able to experience all of the blessings that came along after we decided to move. God's word will never fail. If he tells us to not be so quick to become angry and get the last word in, it's for a reason. It's so that you can allow God to make changes in those tough moments. Jesus himself bridled his tongue and even his capabilities that would have freed him from those that persecuted him on his way to the cross. But there was a greater ending in mind, and he allowed God to get the glory in those moments. If he can do it, then so can we. Keep this in mind the next time you're navigating your relationships. Evaluate those words before you release them and let God steer those conversations.